Y'all. You see I'm out. I had a real fucking good video, believe it or not, that I had set up, but for some reason the goddamn phone just started recording, and I didn't realize it because I was just going. So we gonna try to do this one, make this one the best one. So I got Destiny out with me. Should be 10 months pretty soon. And we just out here. We out here in my favorite place to be right now, which I know that's gonna change because there's a forest not too far from here that I want to take a couple of the dogs to. I'll probably take her, Capone, and Rocco maybe. But there's this forest I've been dying to go to, and I feel like fall is the perfect time because it's not overly hot. And this week will probably be the last hot week of the year. So, and I think there's no prettier time of the year than fall. See all these leaves falling and shit. All that shit's dope as hell. But alright. Yeah. So we gonna definitely do that this week for sure. Nothing's gonna stop me. I wanted to do it with the girls, but this summer was fucking hot as hell. And then all the COVID shit, and I wasn't putting my kids at risk, so I wasn't taking no chances. But there we go. Alright. Good girl, man. Yeah. But we probably done walk probably about good 3-4 miles now. I have to check and see. But we heading back to civilization. And yeah, like I said, we just gonna get into the dogs and talk about the dogs, man. I saw an interesting interview this morning with Pablo Barbera, which is the person to get the breed on paper. And he said a lot of interesting things, man, that I all the way agree with. And I felt the same exact way. And I knew that these idiots didn't know what the hell they were talking about, but they always try to pretend that they know every fucking thing. And he even said it himself, that he liked the American dogs better because we actually still use the dogs for a purpose. And I totally agree. You know, he also said how he even admitted that a lot of these fucking breeders are mixing these dogs and doing all type of fuckery to the breed. This is another thing I agree with. You know, you can see the influence of other breeds in these dogs. All of a sudden, I can tell like Great Dane is added to some of them, Boxer and so on and so forth, and how he didn't like the underbite jaw. He felt like that was a mistake. And I try to tell these dumb motherfuckers that there's nothing smart about a dog having a short face. It's gonna hinder the breed, especially a working dog. If you ever had a bulldog, you would understand why the short face is horrible for a dog. They can't breathe, they can't run, and it fucks their bite up. And so he admitted that was, you know, that's a fault. You shouldn't strive for that kind of bite in the dog. And then he also smashed the color debate of, oh, this color's not this. No. You think a person that's working on the farm that they care about the color of a fucking dog? No, they care about the function of the dog. You think the Romans cared about the color of the dogs? No. Why the hell would they care about something so trivial when they're going to war? Oh no, we can't have this color, it's blue and tan, or it's this, or no. They didn't care. They only cared about the function of the dog. And these fucking show breeders are acting like they're God and their word is law. And it's like, no. You know, they're hating on other breeders because their dogs look good. You know, dude has a nice fucking blue and tan fucking corso. I love to get a pup off him. I'm gonna keep in contact with him. And when he brings the 2 dogs he has, oh God, I'm getting one. You know what I'm saying? I look at the dogs and how they look. And if it's corso, I want it. I don't give a fuck about color. I care about function, how the dog looks, and the temperament of the dog is the most important thing. You know, health is a given. Everybody wants their dog to be healthy. So, you know, you could do all this testing and all of that shit and waste a bunch of money. And it's been proven that even if you test the dogs and both the parents have the best hips in the world, there's no guarantee that that's going to be passed down, you know. All right. Health is always going to be environment. You know, not to say to breed 2 unhealthy dogs. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, if the dog is working, if the dog is functioning and it's doing its purpose, and it's not limping, it's not gimp, the dog is good. It's a working dog. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people get caught up listening to these show people, and they do a lot of this shit because they want to try to sell you the highest price that they can. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not knocking nobody. If that's what you want to do, you want to get it from those people, that's on you. You know what I mean? But I know for a fact that the show dog is going to be the most mixed because of the temperament of these dogs. And they try to water it down so that they could be at a show, be around a bunch of other dogs and all of that. So they have to soften them, because I remember in '92 when I first saw the dogs, they were mean as fuck. You know what I'm saying? You weren't getting up on nobody. Could I pet your dog? And shit, there wasn't really too many you was gonna be able to do that to, because people were working them. People had them on car lots and things of that nature. And they use the dog strictly for protection. You know, now we're getting more into companion, you know, like what I'm doing, where I'm just out walking her and getting her together like that. You know, we're just getting to that in the 2000s, you know, but overall they're working dogs. They're not fucking poodles, you know, which the poodle even is a guard dog in nature, the actual large ones. But that's just getting off topic. The moral of the story of what I'm getting at is there's a lot of falsehood being pushed as true. You know, the color of the dogs don't matter. It's all about, are they corso or aren't they corso? That should be the only thing on your mind when you get in these dogs. He also said the weight of the dogs varied, mainly in males. The size of the dogs varied. So, which I totally agree with all of those different statements. He also said that he didn't believe that the dogs were mixed with Neo. You know, they have a common ancestor, kind of like the staff and pit bull, kind of like the Doberman and Rottweiler. And you can go on and on, you know, the Malinois and the Shepherd, you know, they have a common ancestor. You can look at them and see somewhere along the line they were related, but they're not the same. And I totally agree with that. They're not the same. And he also said that, you know, no matter the size, they should still be able to function. And all of that shit I stand on. I stand on that. No matter how big they are, they should be able to run. They should be able to work. If it's getting to the point where they're too big and they can't run, you're overfeeding them, or they're mixed and you added some other shit to them. So all of those statements I agree with, you know. And that's kind of like why I got into the breed, because I feel like somebody got to fucking keep the realness to them. You know, everyone's just getting caught up in the size and certain little traits that don't matter. The matter should be, can they function? Do they protect? Are they overly vicious? You know, temperament has to be stressed in this breed, because there's always these assholes I come across and they're like, man, I used to have one, but I had to get rid of it because, man, it was too mean, or I got one, but it's mean. And it's like, dog, you ain't social. For one, either you didn't socialize your dog, or two, you don't have a corso. You have a mix. You maybe probably got a pit bull added in or some other shit, because you see me, I'm walking my dog right now, and you see people riding bikes, people doing this and that. She could give a fuck less. But let a motherfucker come up to me like they gonna do something, and I promise you, you'll see a whole nother dog. You'll see a whole nother destiny that you never would see. And that goes for each one of my dogs. You'll see a whole nother Rocco. Rocco is a fucking sweetheart. But when he turns up, that motherfucker's scary. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. They don't play, you know, when it comes to protection. And it's natural. You know, you want to train them in that field, they'll excel in that shit and they'll do great. You know, I don't knock anybody that wants to personally protect the dog, you know, teach them personal protection. But it's not something that you really have to do, because they know naturally they got you. They're not cowards. They shouldn't be cowardly. If the dog is cowarding, there's something wrong with the dog. It's not, you know, something wrong, because that's just not their natural instinct. Their natural instinct is to protect with their life, if need be. So that's that. You know what I mean? You wanna I'm about to take her off leash back here. This is a good spot. I don't think there'll be too many people over here. But let's see how I can get down without busting my fucking head. Wow. Yeah, you know, that's just overall they're naturally protective dogs. You don't have to pound that in their head or go hard on them for them to feel that way about you. They love you, and they're gonna protect you with their life, their family with their life. Come on. Come on. Good girl, man. So, here we go. I'm about to start working on her off leash. So, you guys get to see what happens just naturally. Whatever happens. We'll see. Woo! Good girl, man. Let her just naturally just be. I said she'll be 10 months. in a few more days. I think next week, maybe the second next. I don't know. I have to look. I forget what exact day is her birthday. I think it's like the 15th of January. So, but she's doing great off leash. Doing great. I never let her off leash in the public. She's doing fucking great. She's doing great. Man. Good girl. She's doing fucking great. Good girl. See, you always want them to make that eye contact. That's reassuring, like, am I good? Man? No. That's just her nickname. Her name is Destiny. Well, I call her May. I give all my dogs nicknames. Don't know why. I don't know. It's like a family thing, I guess. Black thing. You give everything nicknames. Our dogs, family, etc. So, look at her. Beautiful. Beautiful bitch. Love her to death. Eve's half sister. My opinion, she has a they share the same father. So that's that. But yeah, like I was getting at, man, you want the dogs to have function, man. They should be able to move. Make sure that, you know, you see her movement. She move clean. No, no, come on. Go ahead. Come on. May. Come on. Damn, this bridge shaky as fuck. Can you see that? Bridge shaky as fuck. I stepped on it and I felt weird. But I'm feeling this. I said this is my plan right here, man. Get none but land. Be able to just be free with my dogs. Let them all be free. And we just doing shit like this. We just walking and we just looking around and they get to smell shit, and that's what I want. So, yeah, man, like I was getting at, I really enjoyed that interview. She said she's gonna interview him more. I'll post the link of the video in my profile, you know, on the internet. The hell? I'll post all that shit and let everybody check it out. See, look, she loving that shit. She loving it. So I'll post all that shit. Let you guys check it out for yourself. Hear from the horse's mouth. I've been saying a lot of the same things. You know, stop listening to these assholes telling you this dumb shit. This is the old rustic corso. This is this kind of corso. There's only one fucking corso, and it's a corso. That's it. All these different names and all this shit to try to make your shit seem more better than the next man is some sucker shit. Either you have a corso or you got a mutt. That's that. I know all my shit is real. All my shit is pure. I had different, you know, the different types. As far as like the working type, the show type, I got both. And that was my plan, to kind of integrate the best of both worlds. Let me get some good show looking type. Let me get a good working type. And so I could be able to compare the two. And the working type is better. The show type is, they look nice, they look better. But if you want to hunt, I think even the show type person are good at protection, so I'm not knocking it on that sense. But if you're a hunter, if you want to hike with your dog, if you want a dog that's prone to be more healthier, then go with the working type corso. If you want a nice looking dog that's protection, and you don't really have to put in the actual like work of walking the miles on miles. Hey! Miles and miles and miles and miles and miles and miles, then I would say get the show type of dog. But just from a person that's had dogs all his life, the show type, the working dog is going to be the better dog, the better corso for me. But yeah, like I said, man, you guys see, this is just Destiny, her natural mind. Like I said, I never work with her really off leash like that. I work with her in the yard on the lead, but this is her first time actually in public off leash. That's why I was telling you guys about naturally smart dogs. You want naturally smart dogs. You don't want a dog that you have to have all these devices on and all this kind of shit. Oh, I took my dog to a trainer, and you should be able to, your dog should naturally be bonded to you. It's your dog. I'm not knocking on one that takes their dogs to training. If you need help and you're not really too familiar with the mind of a dog, then of course, yeah, it's good to take them to a trainer or someone that's more qualified than you. But all I'm saying is that your dog should be naturally bonded to you. See, I can't do this with Butters because like I explained to you guys, I got her older. So we didn't have that time to naturally bond to one another. She loved me and we're bonded, but I'm sure if she saw the people that originally had her, she's gonna run right to them, because that's just the corso. They bond to who they, they have a time frame of their bond to that person, and that's it. So, like I said, that's why I like naturally smart dogs. Destiny is a naturally smart dog. I don't have to have all these devices. I don't need a trainer to help me. We're bonded to one another. So that's that. Like I said, you guys will just see this shit as we keep going on. Like I said, I like to make these videos because I like to inspire motherfuckers to learn to bond to your dog on your own. Your dog should be bonded to you, man. And also, you should get naturally smart dogs. She's naturally intelligent on her own. She's always been a naturally smart dog since very small. She's never really went to the bathroom in the house. Things of that nature. Things that you show them, they catch on fast. And it's not to say that dogs that go to the bathroom in the house are dumb. I'm just saying they catch on fast to what you want them to do. Those are the best dogs to get. And she's been that way since day one. Naturally smart. Eve, naturally smart. Capone, naturally smart. Rocco and Butters, not so much. See, a lot of breeders won't tell you that type of shit. They're not so naturally smart. Rocco is a great dog, don't get me wrong. Butters is a great dog, don't get me wrong. But they take a stronger hand. Destiny will take it easy. She doesn't need such a strong hand. She doesn't need such. Come on. I don't want to leave the park. I'm not trying to go out of my way. Thought we would eventually get back to the park, but this motherfucker taking us in town. Fuck it. We'll go this way. Fuck it. Yeah, you know. Let me see. Yeah, we'll go back this way. Yeah, you know, you want naturally smart dogs, man, because it'll better the breed in the long run. You know, not to say, like I said, the hard-handled dogs aren't dumb either. It's just it takes a more experienced person, and most people aren't going to be experienced with this breed because they're a rare breed. So, therefore, that's why I'm saying you want a naturally smart dogs and breed those dogs to one another because they will make it easier. So, I hope I'm making sense to you guys and what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know, sometimes you might not understand what I'm saying, and that's cool if you don't. But you see, this is the first time of me doing this shit. And I done did all type of shit. Most dogs would take off and run. Butters, she would just take off and fucking run. I have to convince her to fucking listen. She would do good on the shock collar. I would say, like, those are the type of dogs you want to have on the shock collar. Those are because she has a harder temperament. She's harder to listen. She's getting better, but she still has that fucking heart, that stubbornness about her. Rocco, he'll play around and he'll run off a little bit, but he ain't gonna go too far from me. He knows to respect. So I'm just giving you it, and I'm gonna show you guys. You know, I'm not just gonna tell you, I'm gonna show you, because I think that's important when you talk about shit to show. Don't just, show them. That's the problem with people, you know. They just want to tell you shit and you may not know what the hell they're talking about. Show them. So, like I said, this is a 9-month-old puppy. And first time, naturally. Same thing with Eve. First time. I let her off the leash. Got it. But that's just not the only way to test that intelligence. So I'm just saying her obedience is great. I could let her off the leash. She's not really went to the bathroom in the house. She hasn't really given me problems. Which I think girls are just naturally smarter when it comes to that period. Because Butters is the same. She's never went to the bathroom in the house. Eve never went to the bathroom in the house. Capone, he used to give us a headache with his peeing. He would be peeing and peeing, you know, like we would try to, you know, all right, you want to go out? Let's go out. And the next thing you know, he's taking a piss. He's fucking up. So, but he's gotten that more in check now. She smell that water. Come on, I'll get you some water. We'll go and find you some water. I see that's what you want, baby. Yeah, she wants some water. Come on. No, that's too steep. They need to fix this shit. I don't know if this is like considered part of the park or this is just some shit like at your own risk. I can't call that call. That shit definitely spooky as fuck. May? May? Come on, we're gonna get some water. Come on. May. Come on. See her fearless. That's the kind of dogs you want, like on hunts and shit. Walk through brush, go through bushes. No, that's the kind of dogs you want on hunts. That's why you want to teach them young off leash. So a lot of dogs will be afraid to walk through bushes and walk through certain shit. You see her, she has no fear. She's been fearless since a baby. You know, when it comes to the big dogs, she don't have no problem getting in the mix of them when they playing and play fighting. And since we had to keep her out of the mix sometimes because she's so small and want to get up in there. Which, like I said, those are all pluses for me. I love it. I like the fearlessness of a dog when they're when you want to have a purpose for them. I don't know. I think her purpose is going to be like in a more of like the personal protection type. She'll do good in that because she has an even temperament. Where Eve, she won't do so good at that because she's already aloof of people, and I feel like if I teach her to teach her to actually bite, I think it will change her to where she won't like people anymore at all because she's already on the fence with. Come on, man. Now watch this. I'm about to teach her. If I don't bust my ass. Hold on a minute. If I don't bust my ass, teach her to walk this stream. We're in the stream. Let me get a picture of my baby. Man. Look at him. Look at him. See? You want to teach them all that. Have no fear of water, of anything. She likes it. Look at that. She's feeling it. That's what you want. Fearlessness. I ain't about to step in all that water today. But I did this with Eve. I have a video of actually Eve and I crossing when this shit was filled. Right now they're working on the bridge, so the water is really low. But Eve and I, we crossed this water many times. Eve and I have a video of Eve about her age. I think Eve may have been even younger, if I'm not mistaken. But Eve and I crossed that water. And yeah, so that's cool that we ended up doing the same thing unconsciously. I didn't even think of that. But, you know, that's that. I ran it on about the dogs and things of that nature. I feel like enough. Come here. May. E. Dessa, come here. Come here. Good girl. Come on. Come here. All right, let's go. But y'all ran it on about the dogs, and hopefully you get an idea of what I'm doing. That's it. That's my main goal. Is to breed naturally smart dogs to one another, and structurally sound, mentally sound dogs together. And that's what I'm going to base my bloodline on, is that main factor. Naturally smart, protective, yet temperament is good. dogs to one another. Health is a must. You know, you guys see me take my dogs to the vet constantly, check on all of that. So health is always important, always gonna be on top of that. So you ain't gotta worry about that. And that's really it, guys. I hope things I said made sense and you understand. You know, we shut down a lot of falsehood with the color coding shit. Cause I was in a lot of these groups and I had to leave them because you have a lot of ignorant motherfuckers in the dog world. They don't know shit about dogs, but they want to fucking be experts all of a sudden. And I don't care who you are. I don't care who it is. You don't know everything. You can learn. There's nothing wrong with learning. So I'm glad that the originator said something. So if you think you know more than the originator, cool. God bless you at that point. But he answered everything I wanted to hear. And I'm glad he did. I'm glad he's still alive. God bless him. And I look forward to hearing more from him. And I'm going to actually start getting into purchasing books and things of that nature and being more versed on the breed. And that's really it. Y'all guys are going to see more and more. Like I told you guys, I'm actually really strongly considering getting into another breed as well, the Central Asian or the Argentinian Doggo. I may get one of those down the line, God willing. So just stay tuned. You guys have a good day. It's a great day here in Ohio. And I love you guys. You guys be cool. I'm out.